Food deserts.
A food desert? Like the Sahara?
Not that kind of food deserts. Here's the who, what, where, why, how of food deserts. Food deserts are defined as part of the country that do not have access to fresh, healthy, whole, and culturally accepted foods, usually found in impoverished areas. This is due to the lack of grocery stores and farmers markets. To be considered a low-access community, at least 500 people, or 33% of that population, must be located more than 1 mile from a supermarket or large grocery store. Low-income, urban neighborhoods dense with minority and marginalized populations are most affected. Immigrants, the disabled, and elderly also make up this population.
Many food deserts occur in the United States. This map depicts the percentage of citizens in major cities with no car and no supermarket within a mile of their home. It can be noted that southern states have the most food deserts. In addition to many southern cities such as Atlanta, Georgia, major northern cities such as New York City and Chicago hold some of the largest food deserts in North America. Do food deserts exist in Canada? Well, food deserts are not exclusively found in the US, and they are found in Canada. Studies conducted surrounding food deserts in Canada have the strongest evidence when it comes to London, Ontario. Notice the difference between London, Ontario in 1961, where most of the supermarkets were located in the city center, giving access to a wide range of communities and people of several different socioeconomic backgrounds. Looking at the map below, in London 2005, it can be seen that many supermarkets have followed the middle class to suburban areas in which they know they will thrive economically.
Food deserts are the result of factors including socioeconomic status, societal views, and patterns of urban development. Those who are able to afford an automobile have the opportunity to move further from the downtown district while still being able to access goods and resources. Additionally, cities are seen as unhealthy with poor sanitary conditions, high pollution, and unsafe and cramped living spaces. Larger corporations will often choose a suburban location of mid to high socioeconomic status in order to optimize revenue. This leaves those who are unable to afford the luxury of a vehicle or public transit to rely on convenience stores which often have unhealthier food and charge approximately 1.6 times higher prices. The modern-day superstore is much larger and able to carry a wider range of goods, inevitably reducing the number of grocery stores per capita. However, this means they are typically built in suburban areas as the costs for land are significantly cheaper there.
With no car or other means of transportation, many people are forced to walk to the closest source of food. As previously mentioned, most people in this situation turn to convenience stores as a way to feed themselves and their families. As you can see from these videos, the types of food offered in these locations is not ideal as a way to provide oneself proper nutrition. When we visited the convenience store closest to us, we found that there was a very limited supply of fruits and vegetables in the store. In fact, the only other fruits and vegetables we saw in the entire shop were a snack-sized container of carrots and celery and 2 old tomatoes in the same unit that made up the entire dairy supply. While healthy food was sparse, the quantity of unhealthy food such as pizza more than made up the difference. When individuals rely on these types of foods for their everyday nutrition, their consumption of fats, sugar, sodium, and bad cholesterol skyrocket. Prolonged intakes of these ingredients not only increases your waistline, but also your risk for obesity-related disease. An increase in food deserts is correlated to an increase in obesity and thus obesity-related disease. This creates a strain on the healthcare industry to minimize the effects food deserts have on this rapidly increasing obesity epidemic.